Good morning, guys. Welcome to iPod Smart Durbanville preview, a quick preview. Let's just start off with the actual notes here. Bluff on bluff, zippy over, intimidator, and triple time. So just have a look at those notes there. And then if you want to see race by race, just click on the race here and you'll see race by race. So we start off in the first 48 races on the P stats, 36% on Rock Pool, 35% on Run For Me on the Greeny Points. And then we also have 25%, 23%, 23% all on Aspect. And yeah, Bartolino doesn't have anything on Bomb C. So those are the four really: Aspect, Run For Me, Bardolino, and Rock Pool. That is really the ones that I'm looking at in this race. Run For Me has got a nice price to it. And that last run was pretty decent on the 1400 Kenilworth. But yeah, Kumalo's in town for Marshall, and that probably means that they'll be trying today. So just look out for those today. Rockpool is the favorite. Started first race at 33 to 1, second one at 12 to 1, and now it's favorite. And then Bardolino, yeah, has some form on the yielding surface, and we're back at the good going today, but that last 1.6 Aspect pretty decent, but no previous support really. Bardolino 4.5 into 4. Second race. Now second race is probably a Justin Snaith race, so we just need to figure out which one of the Justin Snaith horses is he coming with today. That's pretty much the idea here, is finding out which one of the Justin Snaith horses will win. Notes here: watch Snaith doubles being set up, each with favourite and the best bum C, bat C. One of them coming from a rest. Also normally use two different jockeys like Fourie and Zaki, or Fourie and Makotwa, etc. I've also got a note here on Intimidator, slow starter previously, and now he's going an extra 200 meters after the 1200 slow start. So looking at the actual detail, Intimidator has the last run here at 0 on the 1400 gravel, and some very good backup, 6, 4, 3, 8. Now if I go further down here, there's no 6, 4, 3s and 8s here. There's a one that comes to it, 5.24, 1250 Future Swing. So really, to me, it looks like between Future Swing and Intimidator, or let me just rather say Intimidator and Future Swing, since it is the stablemate with the better price. Race 3. Yeah, quite interesting. Also 36% on the P stats, going to Rafif's Choice on best on P stats, but 35% also belongs to Greeny Points, and that's Mystic Cliffs, and also 27%, 21%, 25%, 20%, 23%, and all of them is also Mystic Cliffs. Mystic Cliffs, Shane Humby's only runner. Digavia takes the ride, stable change. Vol form, Turfontein form, last two runs 6 to 10 and backed in from 7 into 3.3. Last run a 1.47 bat over the 1450, and 1.47 over the 1450, a second best 8.6. And yeah, going down, the Pontevecchi's got an 8.83 here. There's a 12 on Typeface, and there's a 9 on Rafif's Choice over the 1000. Yeah, so I wouldn't be too unhappy if Mystic Cliff is the right one at a nice each way price. Race 4. Justin Snaith, Richard Fourie. Enough price for Justin Snaith and Richard Fourie not to be playing around with the odds here. He's got a 6 to 1 on Quick Step, third time after a rest. Open Secret, backed in from 20 into 7. My choice of the two, I'd be going for Quick Step. You can see some serious bet differences on those two, and they are up at the top, first and second. Looking at 1400, the last 2.58, it wasn't supported with anything else, 31, 26, 24, 24, but the 1600, that was at Durbanville, where the others were all at Kenilworth, so it seems to prefer Durbanville. There's nothing close to that 2.58, there's nothing close to the 2.58. Lucy the Pink has got a bit of a flash change, 9.8 here. And Rosie Roan, last 13.56, nice improvement for a 33 to 1. Paul Reeves and Tarantal now take the Makotwa's gone, nothing there. Gold Poker Game at 12.46 on debut. They were on the second run, Bean support 2.25, and Double Dream supported 2.8 to 3.5. Betty Boop supported 2.25 to 3.3, but didn't show anything on the figures there. So yeah, I'm going to have to say my first choice is going to be the 6-1 Quick Step in this race. Nothing close to that 2.58. If Quick Step doesn't win, then everything else is at the same level. Race 5. Yeah, Red Impact for me, first choice. Swift Action, second choice, and then probably Silver Screen with Tiki in the mirror being booked, especially now after the actual gap. The gap meaning there is a rest period. 4th of July was the last time it ran, and now it's back, and it not only is back, but it's also back with Keegan the Miller, and it's only a spring chicken. It's on its 5th run, so there was improvement there. 1916, 19.5. There was support 3.5 to 1.7. It was a 1,000 meter as well. If I take these two into consideration, there's better figures for Red Impact 58.2, 58.52, both 60, and Good Going 58.83 with Kumalo being booked backed in 8 to 4. Slight preference for Red Impact, then Silver Screen, and Swift Action has had some decent last 1.37 and 5.2. So those three is probably my first three in this race. There is a note for Bluff on Bluff, and it's dropping back to the 1,000, so a bit of a worry for that with Kumalo being booked. And then Not in Doubt race 5, number 5, got the blinkers on and a decent merit rating claim here, and an okay 1,000 meter previously. Moving over into the 6th, and now it starts really getting really difficult. So a lot of options here in this race, so I'm not even going to open up because there's too many different things here. Like you said, you see I don't even pick a fantasy in the 6th race. Slight preference for Zippy Over and Winter Scout. Winter Scout, Kotson and Hubbub here 14 to 1 does have a few best, especially what I like is the adjusted time here 100. So Wilfred's Girl 97, Bella Sword 97, so quite a nice little gap, and that's why it came up with those nice bat figures here on Winter Scout. So Line Bat Horse, nice bat figures, that's my first choice. I have respect for Alfred's Girl, I have respect for Dallas Sword. Unfortunately the jockey doesn't support it, but it is a red horse, so still worried about it. And then Rosalie Runs, Academic Gold, and then as I said, my first choice, Zippy Over. Yeah, unfortunately, weird part is Time Flies is not flying, but I do have a huge note here on Triple Time, but not on Time Flies. So moving over, in the 7th, Triple Time here, doesn't have the bad figures to support at 34 to 19, but yeah, it does say, seems special on that run, should be followed until it's beaten. Lost many at the start, came past everyone as if they were standing still. First time around the turn, short run in. Snaith, Fourie both talked extremely highly in the interview. Follow. So don't leave Triple Time out of it. But Pineapple Express has the nicest figures here by quite some lots. If I show you the comparison, 7.3 to 13 on Matsuyomo, to 17 on Royal Port Louis, and Triple Time here so far hasn't showed as much, but has been supported on both times, so maybe is not showing enough yet, but could be winning this as well. It is the favorite, but yeah, no strong thing. I'm going to stick with Pineapple, Quartermain, Matsuyomo, and then have to throw in Triple Time, Canford Lights, even Admiral Burnham with some flash here on previous figures. If I look at the BAT 168, below Pineapple, second best. But yeah, 6, 7, 8 tough. Last race, Nevada King, my first choice, Southern Song, second choice, third choice, Slurricane. Vaughan Marshall Kumano 8 to 1, and Good Bat C, and by far the best adjusted time 100 to 91, speed rating 95 to 92. So don't leave Slurricane out of anything. Consistent, comes back from a rest. Brooks, Kumalo. And then Fluid Motion, I'm a Man, is also in there. But yeah, it gets a lot trickier from 6 to 8. So I think our money is to be made in the first 5. Have a great day.